All right, so these two kind of like link together. This is about brow brushes and eyeliner brushes, and there's a little bit of overlap. So I'm going to start with brow brushes. So you're generally going to see an angled brush like that, with a spoolie on the other end. Really, how you're supposed to use this is you brush your brows out first to kind of see what the natural shape of your brow is and to kind of add some volume there naturally. And then you're going to go through and line and fill anywhere that you might need to add a little look of hair. And then there are different densities of brushes here too. So this one, it's hard to see on a video, but it's pretty dense and hard. This one I believe is actually for a like powder, brow powder, because it tends to work well with that. There's also ones that look almost the exact same that are more of a synthetic material, and they tend to be just a little bit softer. They're still dense because these like synthetic ones in particular are really good for brow pomades and creams, since those are like a cream or liquid. If you use a natural fiber or natural like hair brush, it tends to make them really brittle and they break apart pretty fast. So using a synthetic is going to last you a little bit longer. Then you will sometimes also see brushes like that for your brows. Oops. Yeah. So these more square brushes you can use to fill your brow the same. Some people really like a very boxy brow, and it can help you do that really quickly. Also, people will sometimes use this to conceal around the brow too. Use a little bit of a highlighter, sculpt out that shape. The other thing that you will see, basically the same product, it will sometimes also be labeled as an eyeliner brush. So if you're going to use it as an eyeliner brush, then it really works well to get a really big wing. So since it has such a straight line, you can kind of just stamp it and then brush inward and then follow your lash line in. That's how you'd use it as an eyeliner, because it is pretty big and boxy, but it's great if you like a really big wing or a really thick line. Otherwise, for eyeliner, you'll a lot of times see either something like this. Again, for a liquid, like a liquid or a cream liner, you dip it in there and you can just work with it really easily. It's just this really small brush. And then you'll also see just like these little ones. This you can get even more detailed with. I actually have a harder time with these than this though, because this is so fine. The bristles are so loose that they just tend to move on me a little bit more, and I have a harder time getting the definition I want. But if you've used one of these and it works for you, or you have a steady hand, like, it's great.